It's the venue that's had plenty of success come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Not a kicker or a puncher here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And we're underway from Kansas City. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Tackle made there by Derek Nottie. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, P-Rod. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes bails out of the pocket quick. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Play action, Mahomes. This one finds Kelsey. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30. They went for it and got the 4 yards they needed, and that keeps this drive alive. Running up the middle, Pacheco. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Buying some time left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tried connecting with Xavier Worthy there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They have second down behind the sticks. Another try following the sack. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. And they're trying something here. They fake the spike. To the outside. It's intercepted. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. Okay, they thought they were being clever there. Didn't bite on the fake spike for a second. It immediately backfires Brock with an interception.
Yeah, the only way that really works, Kate, is if eyes are on the quarterback, but that was not the case for this defense. Right, once those receivers took off the line, the moment they launched, everybody communicated defensively, and they were there to pick it off.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
On target to his back, Joe Mixon. They get 13 on the pickup, and the Texans are going to have a first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
First and 10, a run to Mixon. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. That play good for 17 and a first down.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. And it's the Texans with 1st and 10. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Going to the ground again on first. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. On play action, here's Stroud. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They'll get 18 yards there. And it sets up a Houston first. Working inside the red zone. He's got it. And in for the Houston touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And look at this return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for first down. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. This is caught inside the 15. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. He brings it in. And this one does not go far. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Vacates quickly left side. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs tie this game 7-7. Reed now to kick this one away. Dameon Pierce now to return it. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31. Shotgun now, first round. He puts some power on a deep one left. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Forced out to his right. Pass taken in by Diggs. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
The Texans set to punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And he's brought down before the return gets far. 45 yards on the punt there. And hardly any time remaining for them in this game. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. First down throw, Mahomes. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
One last play before the break. One final shot before halftime. A massive shot towards the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Jeff Okudah with the INT. And the Texans do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Hayward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. Nicole Hardman now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
A 2nd down run by Pacheco. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. It's a gain of 4 there, and it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. 1st down, and they go right back to him. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
He easily had the yardage for a 1st, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
On target to Worthy. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Oh, he trucked that defender. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. It's Pacheco again. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Right back to Pacheco. And he'll go down here at the 16. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3. But the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. We're tied at 7 apiece as we get ready for the 4th. And the Texans go in nickel coverage, 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Make it a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
They'll go back to Pacheco on 1st. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a 4th quarter lead. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Reed now to kick this one away. Pierce now on the return. A little revenge there from the coverage team after they gave up a pretty nice return.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. Trying again, following the sack. And no luck there, and that throw falls to the ground. Not on the same page with his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. He's back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. What a play to beat the defense on 4th down. It's 23 yards and a first. A give left side. Here's Mixon. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Texans losing by 7. First and 10 from the 41. Back to throw, Stroud. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Here he is to throw. Pass caught by Mixon. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off a first down.
A handoff from Mixon, running right. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
He'll look to throw it. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. And that brings up 3rd down.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now to throw. Cut near the goal line. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
That one right down the middle. And the Texans tie things up at 14. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. Good looking return here, and he's got room. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the fourth quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that third fade...
Oh, my goodness! It's intercepted! Picked off!